Hello everybody, it's me back here again. Today I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak iOS 4.1, 4.2.1, and I think this will work on iOS 4.0.2 tube as well, but I'm not sure about that, but I know for sure this will work on 4.1 or 4.2.1. So what you need is obviously your device running iOS 4.1 or 4.2.1. So as you can tell, here is my iPhone 3GS, which is running iOS 4.1 right here, which I'll be using for this. I have successfully jailbroken my iPhone 3G running iOS 4.2.1 using this method. And I know you might be thinking that, didn't I already do a tutorial like this just a few months ago? Or no, not a few months ago. In 2019? Well, I did, but it contains really outdated information. It's just not very professional, so I thought I'd do an updated one. So let's get started. So the first thing that you need is Red Snow. And you'll want to download Redsnow 0.9.6 RC16. And I just wanted to mention that if you have a Mac, you can only do this on macOS Mojave or below, because Redsnow is a 32-bit application, which macOS Catalina and above do not support. The next thing that you'll need is your device's IPSW. So if you want to try to find one, if you have an iPod Touch, click this. If you have an iPhone, click this. Or if you have an iPad, click this. And you want to click iPhone, of course. Do not do anything with these ads except close them out. They are scams. Again, it's free, so this is actually coming from Apple service directly. So you want to scroll down until you get to your device. And then you just go to 3GS. And as you can tell right here, here is the 4.1 IPSW, which I would need. I already have downloaded, of course, along with Red Snow. And the last thing that you'll need is, if you're on a Windows computer, you'll need iTunes. Now make sure this is not the Microsoft Store version, because the Microsoft Store version does not work properly. So yeah, so once you've gotten those things squared away, you want to head to your desktop. So you want to head to your computer, and let's get started. So the first thing that we need is to actually get Red Snow open. And I think this will work fine on Windows, and this should work fine on Windows 10 with a modern version of iTunes, because I've seen it work before on YouTube videos, despite the fact that I'm using Windows 7. I've seen it work before on Windows 10 with YouTube videos, so I have this version. This version of Red Snow is in a downgrade pack, which is why it's a little different, located a bit of a different place than usual. But the first thing that you'll need to do is once you've gotten this already and everything downloaded, you need to go to Browse on this thing. You want to scroll down until you find your device's IPSW. As you can tell, this is it right here. So you just want to click the open button. Processing firmware. If you have a 3GS, it'll ask you this. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to mention that this will not work on an MC model of the iPod Touch 2nd generation. So if you want to check that, the easiest way is just to go into, I know this is an iPhone 3GS, go into settings and scroll down to model, and if it comes up with an MC on iPod Touch 2, it won't work. But this is obviously the older model of 3GS, so I'm going to click no. You might have the newer one. Best to follow the steps to identify it. And then you want to click the next button, and that will do this stuff. And then you will get to this screen. So you want to make sure Install Cydia is checked. Install Custom Bundle, I have no idea what that does, so I would not recommend clicking that. I'm not sure why anybody would want an iPad-based pan, so just don't use that. Verbose boot will just make you get always get text as you're booting up. I don't really care about that. Custom boot logo and custom recovery mode are to where you can basically have your own photo set as. Custom boot logos. Deactivate will basically just deactivate your device. Obviously, you don't want that. Obviously, you're not booting tethered, and this is an untethered jailbreak, so you won't have to worry about that. And just enter Pwn DFU mode right now. Now we'll basically put your device into DFU mode to get ready to restore. So I would recommend just making sure Install Cydia is checked. And then, sorry for my cats in the background. So what you need to do now is go ahead and enter DFU mode. Now, this particular Red Snow version is buggy when it comes to giving the instructions for DFU mode to where it won't recognize it immediately. So, my best advice on this is to go ahead and enter DFU mode on your device by holding the power and home button for 10 seconds and then holding the home button for 15 seconds. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can tell, it comes up with that. To where it's been recognized, to where now you just want to hit next. And then soon enough, it will go ahead and just come up with exploiting with Limer 1, Limer Rain, uploading first stage. And you should see a screen on your device. Waiting for reboot is where it might get stuck if it does. As you can tell now, it's uploading the RAM disk and downloading jailbreak data on your phone. And then it is reboot. The rest of this process takes place on your device to where you can unplug it. And if you have a laptop, you can close it down. This is a desktop that I'm using, so I can't exactly close it down. As you can tell, it's just running all this text. Now, this is what verbose boot looks like, but if you didn't select it, don't worry, this will only be once. Obviously, it's just loading. And then, as you can tell, you get the infamous pineapple, the famous pineapple. This is flashing ignore. Whatever that is. Once you get to this pineapple, it usually won't fail. But there have been some cases of it failing, so yeah. But usually it won't fail. As you can tell, it's now moving applications because it's messing with the file system in order to make the jailbreak possible. It's still jailbreaking. This does take a while, just to let you know. And by the way, I am going to be doing a collaboration with Tabby Pears, another YouTuber who I'll also link his channel below in the description. But he and I will be living with iOS 9 together for a week. I just thought I'd tell you guys that. And he's also asked me if I've ever broken a phone before. And the answer is one time I did break my iPhone 3G SIM card, and I did once break my iPhone 2G when my first iPhone 2G cable. So yeah, so I have broken phones before, but not really for normal causes. So yeah, so as you can tell now, our device is rebooted, and just like that, boom, Cydia is now on our home screen. So I'll just do this normal stuff that Cydia does. Luckily, unlike on iOS 3, you don't actually have to do anything else. You'll just have to do normal Cydia stuff, unlike on iOS 3. And once you've done all your Cydia stuff, which is just upgrading Cydia and such, which is really easy to do. Well, your phone will wind up being like my 3G on the other side. And jailbroken. Now, it does filter packages when you get to this screen, so I'm just selecting user. No. That was a bit of an error, but as you can tell now, I'm jailbroken on my 3GS, and wow, my 3G really takes a long time to load Cydia. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions or anything like that, please comment them down below. And thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace out.